Okay, Carl, let's get the ice pops out of the refrigerator again. Bring them on over. Put them up on the counter. Come on up here. Climb up here first so you can see yourself. See what's going on here. Okay. You're my assistant. Go ahead and take off the top. Yeah. I'll tell you what. Let's tip it over. Let's let the camera take a peek in there. There is water. Is there ice in there, Josh? Oh, okay. Let's check the next one. Take the next one off. Letter B.
Oh, yeah, there's
A lot of ice. Put your hand down so we can see it. Look at the ice stuck on here. Ooh, that's only B. Let's turn this around. Go to this one. C.
Oh,
C. He said, this has a lot more. Wait a minute. Let's tip it over. Look, it's not even running out. It won't pour out that well because there's a lot of ice in there. All right, let's go to letter D. Is that D, right? Ooh, ice all over the place. Okay. Guess what that means, Josh? Well, almost. Letter A doesn't have enough ice because it is the pure apple juice. When we got down here to where we had very little apple juice and more water, then we have lots of ice. Do you see how that could be for a science fair project? Go ahead, put this back in the refrigerator. You know, that could be a science fair project is because what you can find out is that the more water they put into an apple juice, the faster it'll freeze. Now, we're checking ours every 20 minutes. And, of course, every 20 minutes for you and I is that we're actually doing one program after another. Yeah, we'll get to that. All right, come on back. We're going to work on some grape jelly. Yeah, grape jelly. Now I'm going to turn on this little stove top here. The reason I'm turning this on here, Josh, because I want the kids to see what's going on instead of having to turn around. By the way, to see what's going on, I put it in glasses. These are the two that we had. One had the cream of tartar and one did not have the cream of tartar. And if I were, let me do that. Okay, I'm going to pour this slowly. No, well, let me do it for you. This is hot. It's kind of yucky. All right. Pour that one. Nope, just a little bit. Okay, that's enough. See, this pours more like water. Just to show you more, it's been sitting longer now. So cream of tartar actually helps the syrup become thick. Alrighty. We have some smoke here, Josh, but don't worry about it. The smoke is the fact that the water's cooking. All right, we're going to make jelly. Now, the way I like to make jelly, this could be a jelly jar, but I save old jelly jars, I save old relish jars, pickle relish, and I save old pickle jars, and this is going to be our jelly. So, we're going to start off with some apple juice. Let me turn this off. These burners are a lot hotter than anything else. All right, take this apple juice and pour some apple juice. Give me, we'll pour it until, here, do it this way. Pour it until I say stop. Stop. Too much. Okay, put the lid on this, put the lid on that first. Good kitchen work is always put your lids on your jars and containers because you don't want to have to knock it over, you know. All right, now don't do anything yet. Now it says here, according to my recipe, and by the way, what's nice about this, you see, you don't have to worry about your recipes because it comes with this tape. As things are going along, you have to take your recipe out and you just take a look at it. All right, would you go ahead and pour the apple juice in there for me? All of it, by the way. Okay. Apple juice, by the way, is for the jelly to give it flavor. You can have grapes and whatever else you want. Now we need some sugar. Did you know that there's sugar in jelly? Yeah, there's sugar in jelly. So back to the old sugar again. And according to this recipe, we need Where did it go? 1 cup of sugar. I gotta find my cup thing. Now, before we put the sugar in, according to a recipe, we got something else to do. We've got to put in 1 cup of water. So let me have this again. I tell you what I would like for you to do, Josh. Can you get up on your knees? Get on your knees on that chair. That should bring you up a little bit. Oh, yes. Okay, here. That's half. Pour it in there. Okay, let me give you more. It's okay, here. Pour that in. Okay, we can have orange juice. We got 1 cup of water. And now it says we need a half a package of Sure Gel. Let me put that right there for the camera. Leave it go. Let it go. Let's let the camera take a look at that. Sure Gel. You will. Sure, Sure Gel is made in jellies. There it is. But notice, it's a lady's hand. What it means is that Sure Gel, you can actually put it in hot water, and you put these in there, and you take your fingers and put it in the hot water, and it strengthens your fingernails. Who cares, huh? Ladies do. Ladies do. Would you open that up for me? Now, because you can get Sure Gel 2 different ways, it depends on how your grocery store does it. My particular grocery store, they didn't have Sure Gel in the package today. I had to get it this way. Okay, we want half of those to be in there. So would you go ahead and pick one at a time and throw it in there? Throw them in. You know what happens? Even the outside thing disappears. It melts too. You don't have to open them up. Throw them in there. Just keep throwing until I say stop. Be about half a box. While Josh is doing that, we're going to heat this, of course, and we're going to put a lid on it, and we're going to cook over a high heat, and we're going to keep stirring it until everything fades and disappears. And then we're going to add 1 cup of sugar. And that's it. That's jelly. Sure Gel, water, flavor, we chose apple juice, and sugar. It's amazing. 1 cup of sugar. I mean, you know, that's a lot of sugar. How we doing, kid? You doing, Josh? Okay, let me turn this up higher because it says high heat.
The box?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, it says half a box. It says here, 1/2. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. What about you? Oh, yeah, checks the front of it. You can see a little window. Looks good to me. Okay. Start your day with Nu-Gel. That's just the brand company name, but it's a gelatin. Just watch the pot here. Look real close, and let's see what's happening there. Let me give you a spoon. There you go. Stir it. Gelatin is 40% of protein that's in our bodies. And it's a lot tougher. Gelatin is tougher than egg and milk proteins. And inside our bodies, these proteins exist as solids, so they don't dissolve in water. This protein called collagen, and I think we have that word, don't we? Collagen? Yep. See if you can find it. C-O-L-L. Collagen is found in cartilage located at the end of our bones. Now, this is really gross. You know there's some people who don't like to eat animal products? Well, this Sure Gel is a protein that comes from the bones of,
oh, look, it
in particular.
melted.
It did melt. Okay, keep stirring. It melted, he said. This comes from the bones of, particularly they use veal.
Look.
No, we already did that. Next time, the hands on the 2. Okay. Josh is really watching the clock over here to make sure that we get that popsicles out of the refrigerator and freezer. Just keep stirring. Now, those of you people, not too hard because you're going off the edge. For those of you who do not like to eat animal products and whatever, well, you're going to have to stay away from gelatin, Jello, because and Sure Gel and all that, because
like
you're working
Jell-O.
with a product from an animal that you've added to your food. But we're still working on the Jello here. How are we doing? I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to smash them up, right? Whoops, get him in there. It looks like a worm, doesn't he?
I'm just looking at him.
Okay, I have no problem with that. Just remember it's hot. Let me get off of there for you.
Sticky.
They're sticking, yes. Okay, you work on that.
I'm looking at all of them. It's supposed to be all
Okay, while we're waiting for this to melt down, let's take a look at our email address. Yeah, you know, if you have any questions or you want to have other units of study, this particular unit's going real nice and slow and easy because it takes time for all these things to be prepared. But if you want to know about the other science series that we have, or you have questions about what we're doing here, you can contact us. We're on American Online. And as you know, American Online, those you know about those computers and things, you know exactly how to do that. And in other words, we also have a website. So from time to time, each month, I upgrade the website and give you some new and interesting things in science. And sometimes places to go and things to see. Okay, so that's doing great.